for the sunshine. Gotta own the day like it's all mine. Just got paid in his own time. Been working hard, I've been on the grind. I deserve this feeling, having my way. I've been on this feeling. This is my day. The sun's out, ay, let's have a little fun now. Ay, I wanna let it all out. Ay, that's what it's all about. Ay, ay, 'cause I deserve this feeling, having my way. I deserve this feeling. This is my day.
Grind City Media presents The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt. Live from the Grind City Media Studios on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
All right, we are here. We have cheer. What's up, everybody? Jessica Benson with you from the Grind City Media Studios. John Roser in for CJ Hurt. Roser, did you have a great Christmaka?
Yeah, it was great.
Are you familiar with the art of Christmaka?
I'm not.
It is the rare time where Christmas intersects with the first night of Hanukkah.
Yeah.
And then you get Christmaka, courtesy of Seth Cohen from the OC. You were clearly not an OC fan growing up. That's okay.
No, that was the Lauren, what's her name? No, that was the Hills. Never mind. I'm sorry.
I know. Laguna Beach.
Okay.
You're thinking Laguna. It's fine.
Beach.
Fine. How was your Christmas?
Christmas was good.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Christmas was good.
It was a warm Christmas.
Yeah.
It was not a white Christmas. It was a
was
gray
not.
Christmas.
I thought it was going to be a rainy Christmas, but it wasn't that bad. A little misty. Got a little misty.
Christmas.
A sprinkle Christmas. It was fine. But yeah, I don't mind it. Look, if it's not going to snow, then I'd prefer it to be like somewhat, decently warm weather.
Mid-50s is fine.
Yeah, mid-50s is fine. Totally
if it
fine.
wants to snow and be beautiful, sure. But if it's not, I don't need it to be cold just for the sake of being cold.
Totally fine. Like, I didn't have to wear a jacket yesterday, which is great. I could just wear like a long sleeve shirt and I'd be fine.
I just wore a sweatshirt.
Right.
All day.
Or a sweater, you're fine.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need a jacket.
Did you get anything exciting?
Yeah. I did. I absolutely did.
Oh.
Yes.
Can
Well,
you
from my
share?
mom, I got the same thing I got last year, which is what I wanted.
Okay.
Take 5 Car Wash. They've been a sponsor of
Love
of
that.
the programs before. They do the yearly. You can get unlimited car washes.
Those are the best.
So you just put it on your windshield. Now, what I got to figure out though is I have one from last year. This year they gave me a new sticker. So do I put the new sticker over the old sticker, or do I get them to remove the old sticker?
Well, I think you can choose. You can treat it like a license plate. Do you put the stickers over the sticker, or do you take the sticker off? I prefer putting the sticker over the sticker.
I do too. I don't think you can take those stickers off on license plates.
Probably
that
not.
seems like
I just assumed eventually, like if you put enough stickers on top of the stickers,
it's really good. It's like 3D.
Sticker?
It's like 3D sticker.
Exactly.
It's like,
Wow, so you got car washes.
I got that. I
Is
got
that the best thing
and
you
then-
got?
No, yeah. I mean,
Look, that's a totally fine. The older
the
you get,
most
the more practical gifts that you
the
desire.
most adult thing
Go.
that I got. My lovely girlfriend got me a pair of Yeezys that I wanted.
Oh.
Yeah. She got me. I sent them to her. They're from Bad Timing on Highland.
Yeah.
They put them up it was over a month ago. They put them up. And I sent them to her because they were a great price on them. And I was like,
Nice.
yo, hey, this is a good price. This is a really good price. I looked at StockX and I was like, yeah, they're like $70 more on StockX.
Yeah.
The only difference is these had been worn one time. I got them yesterday. Still with the box. You can't tell at all. You cannot tell at all yeah. And then I'm going to Creed. I am going to Creed.
Can you take me higher?
She got me 2 tickets to Creed.
Early bought Creed tickets?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
There's no topping that.
3 doors down too.
You guys are new in your relationship still. Like Christmas gift giving is big.
Yeah, I got her. It's not really like I
remember the first Christmas present Chris ever got me, and you'll love it. He was so excited about it and talked it up. Couldn't wait to give it to me. Was like, I think you're gonna love it. And I open it. It was a Colin Kaepernick San Francisco 49ers jersey.
I love
this was in 2013.
Why would you want that?
Because he loved the Niners and he wanted me to have something to wear with him. It was
Niners
very
games.
sweet. I've seen a lot of TikToks of these girls who are like, my boyfriend this is a red flag. My boyfriend got me something that clearly means something to him but means nothing to
It's something
to
for
me.
him and not
but
for you.
I look back on it and Chris has turned into like top-notch giver. I want to be perfectly clear. We didn't do gifts this year because we're going to New York, and so we were trying to save money, and we also decided to go all in on finally upgrading to a king bed, which is stupid expensive between the bed and the mattress and the frame and the sheets and everything. So we were like, no gifts. And he still came through. He got me this necklace. He like put it under the fireplace. He's like, oh, look, Santa came. And I was like, oh, you sneaky.
Yeah.
Like a moment, I remember opening it and being like, oh, thank you for the jersey.
Thank you for the
your
Colin
team.
Kaepernick jersey.
I'm so grateful
hey,
for this jersey.
It's like a collector's item now at this point.
Fitted jersey too.
Yeah,
so it's a nice like woman fitted jersey.
Yeah. It's the
and
women's
it feels
jersey.
like a collector's item.
Yeah, that's a collector's item. I
actually have 2 Cap jerseys because I have a Nevada because he played at Nevada when my dad was at the WAC. And I somehow have a Colin Kaepernick jersey from then too. So I could just start a collection.
Chris got me one year a Kaepernick shirt. It's him doing the touchdown celebration, kissing the bicep. It's a Nike shirt. It's a collector's item. I still have it.
See? Look at that.
And I got her. So y'all didn't do gifts other than he got you the necklace.
Yeah, that was it.
You really didn't get him anything. You didn't.
No, and I
surprise
felt
him
like
with
such
Santa.
I was like, oh
I get
no, I
that.
failed in this moment. But it was his birthday on the 20th.
Yeah.
It's been, but not connected because that's the big thing. If you have someone in your life whose birthday is somewhere around the time of Christmas, don't you dare blend the two. They are very separate entities. There is Christmas and there is Christmas, and those are 2 different holidays in our household. So we had the birthday presents for Chris on the 20th.
On the 20th.
Yes.
Okay.
But then we just chilled. We dog sat. We're here. Like
Yeah.
our family is away because we had the games on the 23rd. And tonight.
I would have invited y'all with my family.
Oh, we didn't need
Oh
to.
my gosh, I'm not kidding.
I mean,
No,
I appreciate the invite. Many people said, if we had known you were in town, you
Yeah.
could have come over here. No. Thank you so much for the post offer. It was awesome. Like, we got to do everything that we wanted to do. We watched a ton of sports. We went to a movie yesterday afternoon. We'll talk about it. We went and saw Babygirl. And oh my God, if you went and saw Babygirl as a family on Christmas, God bless you. I hope you did not, because that is not a family movie. It's diabolical that they dropped that on Christmas Day as one of the options to go see a movie on Christmas, because we always love to try to see a movie on Christmas. But it was nice from a standpoint of people are like, oh, I wasn't able to watch sports. You came in this morning. I said, oh, we're going to talk about NBA and NFL on Christmas Day. You said, you can tell me about NBA and NFL on Christmas Day because you're part of a non-sports watching family.
Yeah, I'm part of a non-sports watching family. They just they don't. I need to. I'm so distracted right now. I need to ask you a question about this, because this is what I got my girlfriend.
Okay.
I got her a couple things.
Oh, now you're scared. Did you get her a Colin Kaepernick jersey?
No. No. I got her a couple things, but I can tell you the least expensive thing I got her is the thing I think she likes the most.
Okay.
I got her because she went in New Orleans. I got her the Taylor Swift Eras tour book.
Oh, perfect.
That you can get at Target. Like there's a million of them at Target. And
that has typos in it.
And she's like, it's a coffee table book. And she's like sitting there looking through because it was the greatest
concert ever. That is a great thing
ever.
you could get a Swiftie in your life.
Yeah. I was like, okay, cool.
I'm surprised.
Women's perfume is insanely expensive.
Yes.
Like way more expensive than cologne.
Yeah.
I got her the new Gucci perfume.
And it was what, like $125? $150? $175? $200?
Like $194 with tax. It was like $194. No. She's not watching any of this. She sleeps. She gets to sleep right now.
Congratulations to her.
Yeah, I know.
We're out there for all you other sickos who are either trying to avoid your family or also had to go to work today.
Oh, and here's how they got me with it, too. This new Gucci women's perfume. There's 2 different kinds of it. I got the one that didn't smell as pungent, which is the one she likes. They don't even make little travel sizes of it. You have to buy the big bottle. Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. So... Anyway.
That's lovely. That was so nice of you.
Yeah, women's perfume.
You missed a hell of a sports day.
Apparently I did. Yeah, my family does not watch sports. They don't.
That's okay.
Yeah, no. It was, I saw part of It's a Wonderful Life. That was on the TV. Okay. I saw part of Home Alone. I saw a Christmas Story for maybe the 500 millionth time.
So I love A Christmas Story.
It's a great movie.
And I always end up watching it because it has the marathon on TBS. So no matter what, like we watched it while we cooked breakfast yesterday before getting into the NBA and NFL games. And I thought to myself, do I love A Christmas Story because it's a great movie? Or am I just hit in the face with nostalgia every year thanks to TBS, and so it stays at the top of my Christmas movie rankings. I think there's a little bit of both there.
Yeah, probably. I think it's a great movie. I do.
It's
I think
so simple.
It's a great Christmas movie.
Yes.
It really is. Like, it's
every time Ralphie comes down the stairs in the pink bunny pajamas,
I
and
know.
Dad just goes, "It's a pink nightmare."
You can tell
so easy.
the kid hates it. The kid hates it. The dad knows he hates it.
The mom loves it. The kid hates it. The dad hates it for the kid who hates it.
Yeah, the dad's like, "Come on."
And you'll shoot your eye out.
Yeah, don't make the kid wear that crap.
The NBA games yesterday. Oh, excuse me. Before we get to the NBA,
I watched another
NFL,
movie too, but we can get to that.
We'll get to that in the last segment. I watched Babygirl, Juror Number 2.
No. I watched a Christmas movie, an old Christmas movie that I've never seen before.
What was it?
It's a Bing Crosby movie.
You watched White Christmas?
I did watch White Christmas.
You've never seen White Christmas before?
No.
I can't wait for this conversation.
Okay.
Did you watch the Hawaii Bowl on Christmas Eve? I would be remiss if I just skipped straight to NBA, NFL on Christmas Day when we had a 5-overtime Hawaii Bowl between South Florida and San Jose State.
Thank you, Robbie.
Opponent escaped me for a hot second. I was really disappointed in myself. I did not sit down and watch all 5 overtimes of the Hawaii Bowl, and that's on me. That's
Wait,
on me.
who won?
South Florida. Big win for the American.
They beat San Jose State? No, I would have been rooting for
Ken Niumatalolo.
Yeah, Niumatalolo.
Nick Nash.
Who's that?
The receiver.
Oh, yeah.
One of the best wide receivers in college
That's
football.
right,
Ken
that's
Niumatalolo
right.
goes from running the option at Navy to having one of the best passing offenses in college
I do like the
football.
South Florida head coach, though.
Okay. Well, now that
he's the one who bumped Tom Herman and was
true. That is true. I just wanted to make sure we gave appropriate love to the
Hawaii Bowl. Yeah, great.
Overtime.
Great. I was at church celebrating the birth of our Savior.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I do love a Christmas Eve service.
It was great.
I love a good. Did you have the little candles?
It was Hope Church. Yeah, we did the Silent Night candles. Yeah, Hope and it was. Look, they did.
Did they sing "Oh Holy Night"?
They did it. Okay, yes. So that's what I'm getting to. Monday they did a service. They did services Monday, I think at 5 and 7 p.m.
Right.
And then Christmas Eve they do 3 and 5. To my knowledge, what I heard, my mom said the 5 o'clock one on Monday, because she saw it when she was going to the Grizzlies game with Chris's mom. They passed by Hope, slammed. And I know the 3 o'clock service on Christmas Eve, there was not an empty seat in the entire place. And their sanctuary seats 5,000 people. It was insane. The guy who did "Oh Holy Night," he's a regular in the Hope Choir. "Oh Holy Night's my favorite Christmas song.
I love "Oh Holy Night" at a Christmas Eve service with little candles in your hand.
No, we did not have little candles in our hand during it. We do that for Silent Night.
Okay.
But "Oh Holy Night's one of those that if it is sung right, the right person does it,
it moves you.
I get chills. I get goosebumps and chills. And dude nailed it. Nailed it. I gotta find out his name. I'll ask Mike Wallace. He goes there too. Mike Wallace was there too. I think he went to the 5 o'clock Christmas Eve service.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll ask him who that guy is. I've seen him a million times. He's there regular in the choir.
Wow.
But yeah.
Well, we
That's
didn't go to church on Saturday night, or not Saturday night. We're in the middle of the week. Christmas fell on a Wednesday this year. Didn't go to church on Christmas Eve. Watched a movie. On Christmas Day, went to the church of the war of the NBA and the NFL, which became a conversation
with LeBron because of LeBron James. I did see the end of that game
before LeBron said, "This is our day."
Why is that a conversation?
Because the NFL decided to play games on Christmas this year.
Then that makes it not a war.
Because the NFL spent $150 million to put 2 games on Netflix.
That means it's not a battle for Christmas. If the NFL decides they want it, the NFL gets it.
So I agree with you. This is a complete instance of multiple things can be true.
Yeah.
The NBA games yesterday were awesome. If you are the NBA, you could not have asked for better games. 4 of the 5 bangers. Starting with that Knicks Spurs game.
I saw the scores of them.
They were all close. Every game except for Nuggets Suns, which was the late game, which I was asleep.
What happened?
In Nuggets Suns?
Yeah.
I don't know. I fell asleep.
Well, yeah, I did too.
It was a double-digit win though for the Suns. The Suns won by 10. Nuggets only scored 100 points. Nikola Jokic had 25, 15, 2, and 2 steals. Phoenix was led by Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant, who both had 27. I don't care. That game still only a 10-point game. It's not like it was a blowout. But when you look at the 4 earlier games of the day, from the time I turned on Spurs Knicks at Madison Square Garden, it's Victor Wembanyama's Christmas debut. The first shot I see from Victor Wembanyama and we tapped in like midway through the first quarter, is a logo 3. And I was like, oh, that was awesome. And that was my first time getting to watch a full Victor Wembanyama game. And by full, I mean flipping back and forth. The other thing the NFL did by putting their games on Netflix made it more difficult to do the flippity-floppity.
Yeah,
so, like,
they do.
When you're in Netflix, you have to get out of it and go back to the broadcast. And there were times where it would hit a commercial on Netflix, and I was too lazy to go back and take my TV to Xfinity and watch the Spurs-Knicks game in that moment. And throughout the day, that was the case.
Drives me nuts watching Grizzlies road games.
Yes.
Like nuts. I'm like, I can't flip out of the app during commercials.
Yeah, I know. But that game was awesome. And Wemby has 42 points, 18 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 blocks, and a steal in a loss. Mikal Bridges was great for the Knicks. Then that game goes into the Minnesota-Dallas game, and the Timberwolves led by like 28.
Yeah, they were
Kyrie
killing them. I saw that they were killing them.
Crazy second half.
Luka got hurt. I know Luka got hurt.
And that's notable because I think he's week to week at this point, and they come here on January 6th. The Mavs do. So perhaps as you're looking at this
storm
stretch,
the Forum.
Yeah, it's an insurrection at FedEx Forum. But when you look at the Grizzlies' schedule of, obviously they play the Raptors tonight, and we'll get into that game and all things Grizzlies later on in the show. But when they have a slate against almost every playoff contending team in the Western Conference coming up, if you're able to get the Mavs without Luka, that's a win. Sure, you kind of want to see what you've got against the Mavs, especially given that they beat you, but you take the win. Yes. And if Luka's not playing, that would be a helpful thing. Then the game that looked like it was going to be the dud of the day, Sixers-Celtics, you're like, oh, the Celtics are going to blow out the Sixers. No, the Sixers upset the Celtics thanks to Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin, John Roser, do you want to know what they're calling him? The Boston Strangler.
Oh, I like it.
The Boston Strangler. He made 7 threes.
Because he was really good against them for Miami in that one playoff series.
He was.
Yeah.
So they're letting him live.
I like that.
The Boston
I like that.
Strangler.
I like that nickname. No, I was keeping up with some of this.
Well, I know you love a good box score.
I was keeping up with some of this on my phone.
Okay.
And that's when I give everyone, will you get off your phone? I'm like, this is how I have to keep up with my job because y'all want to watch Christmas movies you've seen 9,000 times.
For the Sixers yesterday, you had Paul George, a -16.
I saw that.
Joel Embiid, a -18. And then you had Kyle Lowry, +20 off the bench. Reggie Jackson, +11 off the bench. And Yabusele, +18 off the bench. Here's the thing. Basketball fans are like, sweet, Yabusele gets this contract. I enjoyed watching him play for Team France during the Olympics. Now gets to be a bench player for the Sixers. Sixers get the win over the Celtics. But the random family did not care about watching Celtics Sixers yesterday in the middle of their afternoon. If anything, you can still put a star on Lakers Warriors at the end of the night, and Steph and LeBron delivered yet again, because that's what they do. We've been doing this for 16 years, and that was excellent.
Yeah,
it's great that all those games were great.
Boo to Andrew Wiggins.
Boo to Andrew Wiggins.
Andrew Wiggins kept us from getting overtime in that game. Dude, you can't stay in front of Austin Reeves.
And Austin Reeves game winner on Christmas Day.
Yeah, man, how are you letting him? I mean, he just let Austin Reeves go right around him. Come on, man.
There have only been 9 triple-doubles on Christmas Day in NBA history, and Austin Reeves just had one of them.
Good for him.
Forever Christmas goated.
He's annoying, but
Austin
good for him.
Reeves. The NFL still won the day.
Of course.
And the NFL
games are terrible.
Duds. Terrible. What's worse? To lose, what was the final? Was it 30?
29-10 and 31-2.
Is it worse to lose 32-0 or 32-2? What's a worse feeling if you're a team? I think you almost would rather just get blown out 32-0. 32-2, all you did was a safety. That's embarrassing. That's a scoregami on a Christmas.
It wasn't a scoregami. 31-2 is not a scoregami.
It wasn't a scoregami?
It was not a scoregami. That's what I was checking. 31-2, no scoregami. That score's happened 2 times before. The last time it happened, September 19th, 1965.
That's a tragedy.
Yeah.
Well, then you didn't even get scoregami out of it.
They needed Baltimore to score another touchdown. 38-2 would have been a scoregami.
I do think it's such a testament, though, to all those NBA games were awesome, and if you're a basketball fan, you were not disappointed. And if you were going to watch those games because you love the NBA, you were going to watch them anyway. You were at least going to be intrigued enough to stay tapped in, because traditionally, if you're a basketball fan, Christmas is for NBA games. And you, once again, had 5 NBA games to choose from. However, between the NBA and the NFL, only one of them had what will be the most talked about thing today in most households, and that is the Beyonce Bowl. Not only did the NFL take over Christmas, they came with Beyonce. They gave you a Beyonce halftime show that was comparable to a Super Bowl halftime show, only you got it on Christmas on Netflix in the most pristine, crystal clear pixelation. No problems technology-wise. The NFL started the day poorly. They didn't have audio on their pregame show, and you're like, oh no, it's going to be bad. I hope they get it right for Beyonce.
Who did all the NFL?
Perfect for Beyonce.
Who did like the NFL pregame stuff for Netflix? Who does it?
Kay Adams.
Kay Adams, up and Adams.
Yeah.
You didn't
like
sound happy about that.
No,
but,
I love her.
Okay.
But like it opened on her speaking for 3 minutes and you couldn't hear.
You couldn't hear. Who else was on there?
Said. I don't know. I didn't watch the rest of the pregame show. I had things to do. I had a Christmas story to watch.
Who called the games?
The Eagles. I am Eagle and no Eagle.
I was like, wait, what?
The Eagles. The Eagle family.
I was like,
It was a family
Philadelphia?
Christmas. The crews were great.
Okay.
The production was great. I had no issues streaming on my television ever. And then by the time you got to the Beyonce concert in the middle of it, it was great. Like, you can't compete. And the NFL, not only they get a Beyonce concert and they got a Taylor Swift game by having the Chiefs be one of the games. I'm telling you, most women.
Was she there?
I think so.
Okay.
Now my brain is blending because we've had so many damn games in such a short period of time because we got the Chiefs last Saturday. All 4 teams who played yesterday were also the teams who played last Saturday. And that's what I think is like the biggest issue for the NBA is just this is a constant war of attention. And by yesterday, I was a little burnt out. I was burnt out of football too. And if it wasn't for fantasy football playoffs, like having a personal stake in some of these players in their games, like I might have just wanted to watch Christmas movies too. But between the college football playoff last week, sprinkling of bowl games here and there, NFL games seemingly every night of the week, college basketball games that I was interested in, the UConn-USC game last weekend, the Grizzlies games throughout the week that I'm working for work, like I was a little sportsed out by the time we got to it yesterday. And I think to some degree the NFL is resting on, okay, if we can throw in a Chiefs game and a Beyonce concert game, are you too tired to return to the NBA? Are we wearing you out from returning to the NBA?
Yeah.
By the end of the night?
I don't even know if the NFL thinks like that. I think the NFL I don't think the NFL thinks of, they don't think of the NBA as competition. Like they don't think of it. They are, what is the only thing that can compete with the NFL is politics. Is like election night coverage. That's like the only thing that can compete with them.
And I think that they would still win.
Yes. The Super Bowl will be more watched than election night.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're coming for MLK weekend. Like this doesn't end on Christmas.
No. They will take over all.
They will take everything.
The NFL will take over. They will take over all of it. I do think though the NFL, you get 2 blowouts, and I think there's a reason you get 2 blowouts. One, the Chiefs are better than the Steelers, and the Ravens are better than the Texans are total frauds.
Yes.
I do not think the Steelers are total frauds. I think the Texans are total frauds and have been for a while.
They cannot move the ball.
I think
CJ Stroud has regressed significantly this year.
Yes. And that's why it's hold off on anointing Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix and Drake May and Penix. Like, they've looked good. Let's hold off.
Remember when CJ Stroud went up to Caleb Williams and was like, "It's okay, young man."
A lot. Yeah, a lot of these guys have looked awesome for 1 year, and then teams start to figure them. Mac Jones was a Pro Bowler his rookie year. But, like, you have all 4 of these teams. That was their 3rd game in 11 days. Mm-hmm. Like, don't do that.
It's a bad product,
like,
but they don't
bad.
care. But once
it's bad.
Once the cat's out of the bag,
people are going to watch
put it back in. People are going to watch it. People are going to inevitably watch an NFL game. If you are at a Christmas gathering, and there are also, like, that's why I find your family situation probably more relatable than most. They don't care at all. Now, I did have multiple friends yesterday.
They do care about one thing, and that's in Thanksgiving. They are Ole Miss people.
Okay.
They love.
So some families have that.
The house we go to in Collierville, like, it's the house that's what I'm telling you. Like you and Chris, y'all could have come. I swear to God, you go in that house. I've been going for years on Christmas night. I still don't know everybody's name.
Yeah.
That's how many people are there. And I've seen them and I still don't know. Still don't know everybody's names.
the casual sports viewer is not seeking out sports to watch on Christmas. Like, they have other things to do. Now, however, if you find out that there are NFL games, if you find out that there's a Beyonce halftime show, you might flip it on. And I had friends who didn't give a lick about watching LeBron and Steph at night, but they wanted to watch Travis Kelce score a touchdown on Christmas for his Santa baby. That is a real thing, which is crazy to me.
Did he blow her a kiss?
I didn't see it take over my timeline. I was trying to bounce back and forth. We went to a movie yesterday afternoon too, so we had to split up some of it to take a break. Speaking of, let's take a break of our own. We'll come back. I will tell you about the Beyonce Bowl though, Roser, because it was spectacular. And I just think if the NBA could have just gotten someone to sing a couple songs.
We have different algorithms because I didn't see anything about Beyonce on social media. Nothing about it.
My timeline immediately.
Yeah.
Beyonce.
Did she do the Monica Lewinsky On My Dress song?
Which one is that?
Partition? Is that Partition?
Oh, no. It's Cowboy Carter. She's in Houston. She had the cowboy hat on.
She's doing all Cowboy Carter?
Yeah. I think we're going to get a tour. A world tour.
I'm sure.
And maybe part 3 of this little
She
ordeal.
still hasn't toured for Cowboy Carter, has she?
No.
Huh.
Take my money. Take it now.
Okay.
All right. We'll also get into it is a Grizzlies game day. Last Grizzlies home game of 2024. Can they bounce back against the Raptors tonight? We'll get into all of that when we come back.
Grind City Media app.
Grizz Nation, it's time to send Ja, Jaren, and Dez to the 2025 All-Star Game.
Oh! What did we just see, partner?
Take three!
Bane for 3. Bingo! This man Bane heating it up. Blocked by Jaren.
Most versatile power forward in the game today.
Head to NBA.com/vote, the NBA app, or simply use the QR code on the screen to send your Grizzlies to the All-Star Game today.
Grizzlies are just having fun out there tonight. Morant around a screen. Bumped by Wagner. No look to Smart. Lays it up on the window and in. And it is all Grizz. The Grizzlies have the fans on their feet at FedEx Forum.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, one exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item, whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzly stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis.
Imagine being able to do this when you're not even trying. Imagine saying, I'm not even trying to sing, but then you sing like Whitney Houston. Isn't that crazy? That's what Ja Morant does. He's not even trying to sing, but he sings like Whitney Houston or Luther Vandross. or whoever it is you prefer. He's not even trying to dunk, and he's dunking like that.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Roser, so you saw nothing on the Beyonce Bowl.
Yeah, I didn't even know Beyonce was performing. I had no idea. No clue.
We live in different realities.
Yeah.
I made sure that when we decided to go see a movie yesterday, that we would be home in time for the Ravens-Texans game. Also, I thought of the two games, Ravens-Texans was the game that I wanted to see more.
Okay. Can I give you a hot take?
Sure.
Halftime shows?
Sure.
I don't know what this Beyonce one was like, so you have to tell me. I can just go, as I've looked back on it, I think the Super Bowl halftime show is getting more and more overrated. They are made for television and not actual performances.
So.
And they need to be performances.
Great point, Roser. That's such an awesome point to make before I tell you why the Beyonce Bowl
was great,
was fantastic, and rivaled recent Super Bowl halftime shows. And now I'm like, if I'm Kendrick Lamar is one of the best performers we have right now. He puts on a show. I would assume that the halftime show will be awesome. And like, he's having a moment, one of the biggest artists of the year.
SZA will be with him too.
SZA will be with him. And SZA just dropped her new deluxe album, which has been one of my favorite listens of the last week or so. However, what Beyonce does so well, and what I thought stood out for the Beyonce Bowl, is the show that she puts on. I am willing to say that Beyonce is the greatest performer of our generation. And for the sake of this argument, I am not saying she is the best pop star. I am not saying she is the greatest singer of our generation. That's like a separate conversation. I am simply saying she is the greatest performer of our generation, because every time she signs up for something like the halftime show in Houston yesterday, it is a whole show. It is a whole production. Everything has meaning. She opened with 16 Carriages, which was a beautiful start. She's in like the all white for Christmas. She did Blackbird, which is such a beautiful song. Brings out all of the women who collabed with her on Blackbird for the album Cowboy Carter. She had Post Malone showed up to do Levi Jeans. She gave Shabuzi his moment. Blue Ivy had her moment.
Wait,
Texas
the daughter
Southern,
had a moment? What does she do?
She performs now.
Oh.
She'll like pop up regularly, and she's good.
You know, Ryan Day was born on third base. She was born on home plate.
Sometimes Nepo babies deserve their chance.
Yeah.
And like Blue Ivy can perform with she's 12. But it is crazy.
12?
Yes, she's 12. And it is nuts to think of Beyonce doing the Super Bowl halftime show, revealing that she's pregnant, and now Blue Ivy's performing with her on Christmas. But I thought the production values of that entire show was why Beyonce is in a league of her own.
So this was one of my beefs with, like, I thought, why I didn't love the Usher. Like, it's fine. It was fine. There's too many points, I thought, during the Usher halftime performance where, like, you know, he's on the field and the camera's, like, close up to him and he's walking to the camera. He's performing for the camera and the TV audience rather than the people in the stadium. And to me, that's what you're doing. Perform for the people in the stadium.
To me,
the TV were just added onto it.
Beyonce is performing for art's sake. Like, Beyonce is making art.
Yeah.
Beyonce is putting on performance art in the best way. Like, she is setting a standard right now. And even what Chris said as we were watching it, he goes, if they taped concerts like this, like Netflix did for this halftime show, and they are allowing it to be streamed specially, I think, like as a separate. Originally, it was you have to watch it live. Then it was, well, we'll keep the live broadcast up for a couple hours afterwards. Now it's, well, we're going to package it and you can watch it individually on Netflix. I would watch those concerts regularly. And I know, like, people felt that way with the Eras Tour movie and got really excited about that. But if you can match the energy, you can never match the energy of experiencing that kind of thing live and in person. But it's pretty close where you're able to feel like you're a part of it.
When is Netflix going to get a Super Bowl?
That's a great question.
Because that's good. No. Because as you said, you can go back and just watch only Beyonce. What if you could go back and only just watch Super Bowl halftime shows on streaming? Like, can you do that?
I mean, you can do that on YouTube.
They have like the full thing?
I think you can find most Super Bowl halftime shows.
I didn't know if the TV companies would.
But it wouldn't
zap
be.
It, you know?
Yeah. That's a good question. I mean,
like
I've always
CBS,
been able to go back and
NBC,
find
Fox,
them.
ABC, ESPN, do they zap them if you try to post them? Because then you have the
Netflix
record, but then
survived.
you have the record labels too, like
All of that.
all that stuff.
That's interesting. Like even with your new favorite movie, White Christmas, do you know there's never been a cast recording of White Christmas from the movie? Because there was too many contracts that were different from different studios back in the day, and so they were never able to come together. Yeah.
All right.
But now with this, it opens up a whole different thing. I could see Netflix trying to make a play at it. The streaming days are here. Like it's a fact
It
of
is
the
what
matter.
it is, yeah.
And you pay for what you have. I saw a lot of people, shake fist at cloud. I can't believe an NFL game is on a streaming service that I have to pay for. You
Who doesn't have Netflix
Yeah.
anymore? Like, I think
if you
everybody
don't
has
have Netflix, which is fine. If you don't have Netflix, you don't have Netflix.
Yeah, if you don't have it, you don't have it. That's
But
I think
most people do.
Most people do.
And most people will continue, and they will bank on the fact that someone will want to watch something enough that
Right.
if they didn't have it before. I mean, that's what Peacock did during the Olympics.
Yeah.
I got Peacock because of the Olympics. I still haven't canceled it. I haven't watched something on Peacock in months.
You haven't?
No.
Peacock's awesome.
I know.
I've always had it, but I have
I'm just
Xfinity.
behind on
Do you have
there's-
Xfinity Internet?
Yeah.
Then you have Peacock.
No, they stopped doing that.
They didn't for me. I just got new Xfinity Internet. They didn't do
I
it. They
swear,
did it for
they stopped
me.
it on ours. We ended up having to pay for it.
Yeah. Yeah. So what if you have to pay for it? It's like $5 a year. Or
Yeah.
I don't know. It's cheap. It's cheap.
Anyway, if the NBA wants to even try to compete, you got to get Beyonce at
You're not
You can't have Stephen A. debating if Tyrese Maxey or Joel Embiid is the more important player for the 76ers.
Yeah,
Got to get a little pizzazz.
Did that happen?
Yes.
Oh,
it was like at the same time. They're like, oh, gee, I wonder what people are choosing to watch right now.
Yeah. Who? Yeah.
I did like ABC did their Dunk the Halls broadcast where it was like Disney characters. There was a cartoon version of the Knicks Spurs game on ESPN2.
Okay.
And I didn't watch the whole thing because I don't really like to watch. I have realized between the Simpsons broadcast, the Toy Story broadcast, I don't like to watch the cartoons play the whole game. It's a
Yeah.
fun novelty for a highlight, but I don't like to watch the game that way.
Right.
However, the animation was cool, and like Minnie Mouse crushed the dunk contest. Watch this dunk for Minnie. This is her dunk contest winning dunk.
Slay Queen.
Over 3 of them, the castle, the double flip, and the spin at the end.
So why is this
Slay
happening?
Queen
What is the point of this?
Because everyone's just, again, it's the attention wars, Roser.
No,
What
but
can
what-
you do to make yourself different?
Well, what is? Wait, was the Spurs Knicks game happening on ESPN at the same
ESPN,
time?
yes.
And then you flip over to ESPN2 and Minnie Mouse is doing a dunk contest?
Well, they were actually playing alongside, like Goofy was one of the players and like threw down a dunk. So the team was sprinkled between actual players and Disney characters.
So who was Goofy? Was he like
I forget who he
Wembenyama?
was. He wasn't Wemby. But yes.
Who was Jalen Brunson?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
A minion?
Like enough of that
Was
moment.
a minion Jalen Brunson? Or
And he
minions,
was
are they not
Pluto.
Disney?
I don't like to watch games in that entirety. Because then I feel like I'm missing
Yeah, I
the
wouldn't
game.
either. Okay.
That's why I like the Nickelodeon broadcast for NFL games because it's the actual game with like kitschy, like getting slimed and SpongeBob running around. But I don't like when the players actually become animated.
Yeah.
It weirds me out.
Okay.
Yeah, so there you go.
All right.
We get a Grizzlies game tonight.
We do,
It's not
Raptors.
animated, it's real. It's
Get the
here
Raptors.
in person. Oh, the Raptors. What an exciting matchup coming to FedEx Forum. It is nice, though. I mean, the Grizzlies
You sound
have
like
shown-
someone who's leaving town tomorrow.
Me? Who, moi? I can't wait to go watch one last, hopefully Grizzlies win, because
Yes.
the Grizzlies are great at home. Take out the fact that they just lost to the Clippers, and that snapped an 8-game home winning streak that the Grizzlies had. The Raptors stink on the road. They're like 1-13 on the road this season, and RJ Barrett's numbers at home versus on the road are insanely different. He's like a different player playing in Toronto versus on the road for that team this year. They're without Jakob Poeltl. They're without Bruce Brown. By all means, this is a good bounce-back opportunity for the Grizzlies before they do have to embark on this West Coast road trip that will start tomorrow against the Pelicans. It's a back-to-back, so you hope that
Then
perhaps
Sunday
you're
in
able to put this
OKC.
one. I know. That's the one. We're all just counting down
That's the
to
one.
Grizzlies Thunder. Like, that's the game that I would have liked. I would have loved for the Grizzlies to be on Christmas Day yesterday. And
On the road.
I would have loved for them to be at home.
Okay.
I was here.
You were here.
I would have been fine with it.
Yeah.
I think it'd be awesome to host a Christmas game. Like, if you're gonna play on Christmas, I want you to host on Christmas.
Right.
You know? I don't think they will get to.
No, I don't think we'll ever host a Christmas
How
game.
far in the playoffs do you think the Grizzlies have to go this year in order to guarantee a spot on Christmas Day next year?
West Finals.
West Finals.
I think if they got to the West Finals. I got Minnesota there. They got Minnesota on Christmas.
But the Spurs have Wemby. And they got on.
Well, they did the same thing with Zion. Zion's second year. They put Zion on Christmas.
Well, they put Ja on Christmas Day, too.
Right, but no, I'm saying the second year.
Yeah.
Second year. They put Zion on Christmas the second year, first game against the Knicks. They did the same thing with Wemby. They kind of do that as a little test to see if they want to put you on there again.
Wemby passed with flying colors
Wemby,
at Madison Square Garden.
We may have to have a talk about him.
I'm open and ready.
The Monday night, the stuff with Embiid. Okay, dude, don't do the flopping stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to lose me.
Yeah.
Like, don't. You're too good for that.
Too good.
You're too good for that. You are too good for that. Mm-hmm. Come on, Frenchie. Don't be that. Do not be that guy. Do not be the flopper, Wembanyama. You are so much better than that. Don't be that guy.
He wasn't that guy yesterday.
Okay.
Which was good.
That's good.
But I agree. And the league is about to be Victor Wembanyama's league. So everybody should take advantage of this year because the Spurs probably aren't quite there yet. But
they're going to be soon.
Stephon Castle looks like he can be a real piece. Although I did have a serious bone to pick with the NBA, who threw out their rookie rankings yesterday, the rookie ladder, and they now have Stephon Castle in first. Are we watching different rookies? Because Jalen Wells in third feels a little criminal, John Roser.
Yeah. I don't know.
You don't know?
Jalen's fine. He makes me nervous sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
First, Dr. Thunder. Now, anti-Jalen Wells.
I'm not anti-Jalen Wells. I am not anti-Jalen Wells.
The Grinch who stole the Rookie of the Year from
stole
Jalen
Christmas.
Wells. Why does he make you nervous?
When he dribbles, I feel like he looks nervous.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
When he dribbles, he looks nervous.
Yeah.
Okay. He obviously has not been as hot offensively, but I thought the game against the Clippers, minus getting the three drained in his face by James Harden.
Well,
he played about as good a defense as you could on James Harden for 90% of that game.
So that's when they called the timeout and they started running the second guy at Harden because Harden hit the step back three and then Harden had the drive on him and hit the floater. And it's like, okay, we're not just going to die by this.
Yes.
Like, we're going to make James Harden get the ball out of his hands. That Clippers team, it's more of the same thing. It's like, they've got to learn how to play in the mud. They have to learn how to play in the mud.
It's such an easy thing to say.
It is, but it's so true. You see it. They all do. Ja and Jaren were both bad. Like, both of them were horrible. As the game got bogged down, and look, there were too many fouls and too many free throws called. There were way too much of that crap. And that's another conversation, another day. But like, games are going to happen like that. They're just going to, where, dude, you have got to be able to handle it. And do you think that that's a thing that teams say? That they scout out?
For the
they
Grizzlies?
Say get physical
Hell
with
yeah.
Ja.
Absolutely.
Because he gets frustrated.
Yes.
It gets in it.
And it spirals.
It's a thing.
It snowballs.
That it's get in his head.
We've now seen it.
If he doesn't get physical with him, and if they're not calling it, if they're not giving him those calls, he's gonna,
And take another layer to it. He doesn't get those calls frequently.
Yeah.
Like, Ja Morant does not at this point get a superstar whistle. He just doesn't. That's a reality. That's not something I'm saying sitting here in front of FedEx Forum as an employee of the Grizzlies. Like, that is, if you watch basketball and you know who Ja Morant is, we just had that list of most viewed players in the NBA this season. He's number 2. And yet you'll see games and you're like, how does he not get that call at this stage in his career? And I do think teams prey on that.
Yeah.
Like, they understand that he gets rattled when it's not that he gets rattled. He just gets frustrated. He gets understandably frustrated, and then that can lead to things falling apart around. Because you're right, him and Jaren, and they both took responsibility after that loss to the Clippers.
Yeah.
Like, Ja was like, it's my fault, and Jaren was like, it's my fault. And that's great. It was a little bit of both. It was a little bit of everything.
No,
you
that's
20 turnovers as a team. Like, that's certainly not helpful.
They should
But
take responsibility. That's good.
You have to learn how to handle these physical teams because it's almost
the
almost
Lakers
scripted
and
at
the
this
Clippers,
point.
like
Lakers, Clippers, the game against the Mavs, even that game against the Kings, which the Grizzlies ended up winning here, because that's the thing. It's the physicality of teams, and it's also these bigs.
And they're both more of, it shows Edie's not ready for it.
Yes.
And Jaren ain't that, like, it's.
Jaren's not, that's not what Jaren does. That's not what he does.
That's not what he does.
He's not going to go back and forth with Vitsa Zubats.
Yeah.
Like, that's where Anthony Davis is able to take advantage of
those
that
big
matchup.
centers
Even
just,
when Sabonis was here, you see it in that standpoint as well.
Sabonis averaged like 20-something rebounds against us last season. Like,
Zubats had a 20 rebound game last year, and then how many did he end up with the other night?
He had 20 and 20.
Yeah.
20 and 20 the other night. And Anthony Davis, we saw the Lakers game, he totally dominated us. He controlled the game beginning to end. So
I think if you're looking at legitimate trends, and that's where a game, it's such an easy thing to say, like, oh, man, the Grizzlies need to play those kind of games. Like, even if it results in a loss, like, those are the, but it's true. Those are the important games. Those are the games that show you that when you're not going up and down in a track meet and going up big on a team where you create such a massive lead that they can't come back, when it does get drawn into the mud, this team struggles. They do.
They do.
I'm probably not going to have an issue with that against the Raptors.
Shouldn't have an issue with that. This is a good get right game, little get right spot. Bounce back at home. They, like you said, they don't really lose many games at home, and like they're on an 8-game home win streak. Look, if you win 8 out of every 9 games at home, you're gonna have an awesome home record. You're gonna have an awesome home record on the season. So I do think playing those teams is good. It shows you what you have, what you don't have, what you need more of, and there are other things too. There are other reasons. You said it's not like John Jaren are the ones who turned it over the 20 times. They'll turn it over all 20 times. Luke Kennard, like if Kennard can't make it, and he don't even shoot the ball. Like he didn't even shoot the ball the other night. And it's like, yo, where are you? You're out there for 16 minutes and you take no shots. Like, what's the point?
Literally, he had 1 rebound.
Yeah, and there are times where it's like, oh, these teams that are more athletic. Like that team was really, they're athletic.
That Clippers team is good.
And they're physical.
Yeah.
Jeff Van Gundy should be coach of the year right now for that. Their defense is they hired him. Yeah. They hired him and their defense is crazy. Like they're
here we are
so
sitting
good
again like,
defensively.
wow. When Kawhi Leonard comes back, are the Clippers a contender in the West?
No, because Kawhi Leonard can't stay healthy. His knees are shot, so that'll just be a matter of time.
Right. But it wasn't it Norman Powell who made the addition by subtraction comment when they got rid of Paul George?
Yeah,
it is true. Like not in an anti-Paul George way. That's going to come across that
tougher.
way. But they're tougher. They're just a tougher defensive team.
Yeah,
how they are constructed right now, and they can just throw everybody at you.
Yeah,
like they are the kind of team that the Grizzlies are going to struggle with at this point.
They absolutely are.
Their iteration.
They absolutely are.
Yeah, it'll be nice to see. They then play the Pelicans tomorrow, as I said. That game against the Thunder on Sunday. Johnny Thunder. Then they play the Suns on New Year's Eve.
I don't
the Kings
like the
on
Thunder.
January 3rd. What was that?
I don't like the Thunder.
I don't know. I heard differently.
I hate the Thunder.
Now I'm going to say you're also Johnny Stephon Castle for Rookie of the Year.
I like Castle.
Johnny Castle.
I do like Castle.
You're just going to build a castle? You're going to build a moat, keep everybody else out, stay on this side. You're going to have your moat around your castle. You're going to have one flag for the Thunder, one for Stephon Castle.
Yeah.
Wow. See that?
I think Edie will climb up those rankings.
I do too.
Yeah.
And Edie only had 3 points the other night, but Edie had a decent game. It's not a perfect game. It's just
mauled
Zubats.
him like he, yeah.
Like he'll continue to get better
Zubats
in
is one of those
matchups.
guys that Edie's brought up that he
has said.
Yeah.
Like guys like him are players that he has tried to emulate.
Yeah.
And like he's a rookie. He's however many games into his
Edie's going to be
NBA career. I'm not concerned with Edie.
I'm not concerned with Edie because he's not
What
scared.
did you think of only playing Brandon? Like 13 minutes?
Yeah, I
in
know.
That game?
I think he played like less than that. I think he played like 6 minutes. What did Brandon Clark play? The guy
7 minutes.
7 minutes. Yeah. So I was right. Yeah, I was right
you
there.
were
Yeah.
a little closer.
Yeah. I don't know. I think maybe the size.
I guess.
Brandon can't get with Zubats is manning the paint. Like
True.
I think he can't get to that. He couldn't get to the floater. He couldn't get to that floater against him. So
no place.
No
purpose.
place. Yeah.
And then the Grizzlies round out that road trip against the Warriors. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 road games. Usually the Grizzlies have had that 5-game Western Conference road trip like the week of Christmas. I swear the last 2 years, even the year they played on Christmas when they played at Golden State, it was attached to that. This year it's I'm sorry.
Nightmares.
Sorry for the flashback.
PTSD from that game.
Ghost of
Whoa,
Christmas past.
man.
My bad. My bad.
Yeah.
Watching the Warriors last night, I was like, oh, that's why Grizzlies had to go up 51. Because they can't. When Steph is Steph, he still got it. Like he had 8 points in a minute last night.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to win. My poor husband thought they were going to win.
Thought they were. I
so.
thought they might have been able to do it with Curry. I'm just sitting there and I'm like, when Curry got that look coming off that out of bounds, I was like, oh my gosh, why is he that open? And then they showed the replay of how he got that open when it's like, okay, that was very heads up by Draymond Green to know that, okay, they're going to switch this. So Max Christie's not even going to try to run with Curry. It's going to be left up to Austin Reeves, who is guarding Draymond, but he's going to switch to Curry. And Draymond knew it. So Draymond's like, I'm just going to turn and screen Austin Reeves right now. And Max Christie's not even going to follow out there. So Curry, boom, got open and hit the three. And then Andrew Wiggins decided not to defend Austin Reeves and let him go right to the basket on him.
Question.
Answer.
Do you think the Warriors are fixable? Like if the Warriors put the package together, because we did get the news from Shams yesterday. Shams not letting Jimmy Butler's agent sleep on Christmas, saying Jimmy wants out of Miami by the trade deadline.
Yeah.
If it were to be the Warriors who trade for Jimmy Butler, do they scare you?
I don't think he fits what they do.
I don't either. I think they're unfixable.
I think Jimmy Butler will go to Houston. That's more
I think
his.
he'll go to Houston.
They
certainly have
him.
the.
Yeah, they've got the pieces. You throw a little Amen Thompson.
No, I think they have to keep Amen. I think you throw Jabari. Yeah.
I think Jabari's going to be. I think Jabari one of those who's nice.
Cam
Whitmore. Yeah.
And Picks.
I don't love Cam Whitmore. I love Jabari. I think Jabari can be
I love
better
Jabari,
than
but I would
been.
keep him on Thompson over Jabari from a higher ceiling standpoint.
I'd ask for Jabari. I'd ask for Tari Eason. And I'd ask for Şengün.
How many first-round picks?
They're not going to give him Şengün.
They're not going to give him Şengün.
Would they give him Jalen Green?
I think they keep Şengün, Green. I think their untouchables would be Şengün, Green.
But I think they're going to trade Jalen Green at some. That contract is made to be traded.
Yeah.
The contract they signed him to is like.
I think they're more committed to Şengün than they are Green.
They definitely
if you're
are.
like making a pecking order of it.
Yeah, I think it'll be Houston for him. I think it'll be Houston for Jimmy Butler.
They'll finally give up on their KD dreams.
I think. What if they do? Jabari, Eason. You've got to get a big contract in there.
Yeah.
Dylan Brooks.
It could be Dylan.
Dylan, Jabari, Reed Shepherd, and like 3 firsts.
I think 3 firsts is the minimum.
I think that's something like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure that may not be all of it, but like, you know. I think we're there with the framework. We've got a decent framework that we can work with and build on, add to, subtract to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm more confident than ever.
I would think Houston. Houston wants to win now. Like they want to. They do want to win now. Like Ime's not one of these dudes who like.
No, he's a culture. Like we overuse that phrase so much.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a culture guy, but he is. Like,
Ime's a really good coach.
And
and I will tell you, it's still not going to make him amazing. It's still not going to make him great offensively. Ime Udoka's like not. They're not. You just how he. Look at their offense.
Where are they
Boston
right now?
And
Half game ahead of the Grizzlies?
Maybe.
Yeah. Thunder, Rockets, Grizzlies. Did any of them play on Christmas Day?
No.
Nope. Maybe in the future. Maybe they'll finally turn the page. Or we'll just get Steph LeBron part 873 next Christmas. Maybe they'll give them. Have you seen that movie, The Substance?
No.
The Demi Moore one?
No.
Where she like takes stuff to stay young?
No.
They can just give it to LeBron and Steph, and they can play on Christmas forever.
They go to Germany. They go to Germany for that.
Stop it.
Christian McCaffrey tried. Didn't work for him though.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We will come back on the other side. We'll talk about some movies from this week. I saw Babygirl on Christmas, and oh my God, Babygirl. It's the kind of movie you don't want to make eye contact with anybody as you leave that movie theater. I'm telling you, what a Christmas it was.
Okay.
Yeah. Just you wait. All right, we'll be back with that when we come back.
Get the squad together for this year's Junior Grizzlies 3-on-3 tournament, presented by 2K at the Built Ford Tough practice facility inside FedEx Forum. On Saturday, January 4th, teams will compete in 3 games before advancing to single elimination play. Overall winners from the 10 and under, 12 and under, and 14 and under divisions will win Grizzlies tickets, including exclusive access to the pregame team shoot-around before the Grizz take on the Pelicans January 24th. Sign up today at hoopitup.com/Grizzlies.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Our fans have a huge impact on our ability to play to the level that we're striving for.
Drop off, Durant. Oh! Well, you wanted home crowd involvement.
I love those moments where you see our guys engaging in the fans, and the fans just get pumped up.
They are standing in FedEx Forum.
I would hate to be on the other side with the opposition when FedEx Forum's rolling. That's such an unbelievable relationship that our group has with our fans.
Anticipate each challenge. Make a quick response. Capitalize on every opportunity. And win. Greatness won't wait. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st. And you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Grizz Nation gets set for tip-off 1 hour before every Grizzlies home game with the warm-up show. Get the latest news, notes, and analysis live from courtside at FedEx Forum.
This team is doing everything that Taylor Jenkins and his coaching staff envisioned it could do.
Join me, Lang Whitaker, along with Michael Wallace, Jessica Benson, and other personalities from Grind City Media, Memphis, and around the NBA. 1 hour before every home game, live at Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
I can't wait to see what your number one. If that's your number two.
Number one for me.
Come on, man.
I listen to LaBelle's Luther Vandross. I love Luther Vandross's Christmas album.
I gotta go back and listen to that one, man. I'm sure I've heard it.
To the bells and they made me remember. Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Welcome back on this Grizzlies game day. If you have not, be sure to get your tickets for tonight's game. Go to Ticketmaster.com. You can go to the FedEx Forum box office. Grizzlies Raptors right here at FedEx Forum. The last Grizzlies home game of 2024.
And we have failed to mention it. This is the best uniform matchup you will see in the NBA this season.
There you go.
It's the Canada.
It's perfect.
It's the battle for Canada in Memphis, Tennessee. The Raptors are going to wear their old purple dinosaur jerseys, Barney jerseys, and we are wearing the Vancouver throwbacks.
They are the two best.
I'm sure you and CJ have talked about this.
We've drafted best uniforms.
Well, no. I mean the Vancouver stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Do you wear any of it?
I mean, I would.
I think people do.
You don't. You're anti it.
I can't wear because it says Vancouver on it.
Yeah, I actually agree with that.
Sorry, Pugs.
Sorry, Pugs.
I know.
I also have, sorry, Auntie Susan.
Yeah.
One of our loyal viewers is
sorry.
Vancouver.
Nothing against Vancouver. Nothing against
Vancouver's
Vancouver.
Great.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to Vancouver.
I've heard
I've
heard it's a beautiful city.
Yeah.
Go Canucks.
But I can't rep it.
Shout out Pavel Bure.
I would only go to Vancouver and get I don't know if when you were a kid and you traveled to a new place, you wanted to get a sweatshirt that said the name of that place.
Yeah.
It was like a big thing. So I could go to Vancouver and get that, say like Vancouver, BC, but I'm not going to wear a Vancouver Grizzlies thing.
Yeah. It's just like
feels wrong.
I'm a Memphian. I want to.
I would love for that the colorway of the Vancouver jerseys, but it just says Memphis.
If it says Memphis instead of Vancouver in the red, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
That's okay. It is
It's
a
okay.
beautiful jersey matchup.
It is. It's a great jersey matchup tonight at FedEx Forum. 7 o'clock.
On the spot.
Get your tickets.
Your favorite memory in this building in 2024? It's so easy.
My favorite memory in this building in 2024.
Yes.
Okay. It's so easy.
Yeah, it's so easy. It's like the easiest question.
Probably whichever game I filled in for you for a couple of games because it's such an honor.
Wow, when I had laryngitis.
To be asked, maybe that Sunday game against the Nuggets, we ended up, we won that one. We won that one, yeah. Then the following one we didn't.
Held the Nuggets to 90
it's
points.
such an honor to fill in for you. No, I would say the MLK game against the Warriors. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I was going to go with the Bucks, not this year, but the Bucks game last year was Thanksgiving. That game was awesome too. The Zaire and Gigi Jackson game against the Bucks. But the Gigi Jackson game on the TNT game MLK Day against the Warriors was
Okay,
really
well, I'm
cool.
going to pick a game against the Warriors too, but I'm going to pick the one where the Grizzlies beat them by 51 points.
I didn't think that
last
game was
week.
entertaining. That game was boring.
What?
That game got boring in the second half.
No, it was not.
Yeah, it was.
It was fun to see how much they were going to run the score up. How often can you say, answer, never, that the Grizzlies beat the Warriors by 50-plus points?
Yeah, but no, I think at some point, it's why, like, you know what I don't remember anything about? I don't remember anything about the Grizzlies beating the Thunder by 75 or whatever it was.
Yeah, but you remember that they beat them by 74
Yeah, but I
points.
don't remember anything. I guess even what I remember from the MLK game against the Warriors, I remember more Gigi Jackson after the game than I do during the game.
You remember the interview, not
No,
the
I do. I remember it being Draymond's first game back from his suspension, and he was on his best behavior and was just being nice. He was being nice out there. Draymond was not doing any goofy stuff out there, like grabbing Austin Reeves and whoever else last night and pulling them down with both arms and then getting mad that he got called for a foul on. And it's like, yo, dude, what are we doing?
Well, this one I also think we'll remember that it was Dennis Schroeder's first game with the Warriors after Dennis Schroeder had just gotten into it with Ja and Taylor Jenkins in his final game with the Brooklyn Nets. So there was an add-on.
No.
And Zach Edey going back and forth tussling with Draymond after Draymond nearly amputated his leg.
The second half of that game was whatever.
You didn't enjoy watching
The first
Santi
half was
Aldama
fun.
and Jay Arabia dominate the Warriors?
I had Skydog of the game, Santi Aldama, in that one, my first Skydog victory of the season.
My God.
But I'll just say, overall as a game, like, it's fine. Like, I'm not going to, I don't know. I don't know what if I'll remember that game. The second half, it's like, because it felt like the Warriors they quit. Which is cool. You drove them to quit. But, like, it felt like from the beginning of that game, like, they ain't got the juice. They ain't ready for this. Something's wrong with that team. It felt, I said that on the show. I was like, something happened. Because they had lost 8 of 10 going into that game, the Warriors had.
Yes, they're not good.
No. They had lost 8 of 10. Then you make a trade for Schroeder on Sunday. You don't play till you play the Grizzlies on Thursday. So, like, you've got days to implement them, and you figured that would give you a shot of adrenaline. Like, hey, front office is going for this. Like, they want us to, and they just came out lifeless. And it's like, so that's why I was like, something's going on with that team.
I mean, even Chris texted me during the break because we were talking about the Warriors-Lakers game last night. And I said, God, even Chris got his hopes up, and he wanted to clarify. I did not think they were going to win. Stop putting words in my mouth. I never thought they were going to win. If we went to overtime, they would have definitely lost. I say that to put in the vibes of the Warriors. Like, he feels like this is a lost season.
Well,
many Warriors fans feel as if this is a lost season.
Look, I'm sorry, Chris. You've won 4 championships.
That's why he's
like,
fine.
Deal
He
with
had
it.
great times.
Yeah, deal with it.
It's been a tough year for Bay Area sports. As a Niners fan, you would understand.
It's awful.
You just
It's the
are
worst.
just a Niners fan.
It's the
He is a
worst.
Niners and a Warriors fan.
I thought I was going to have get to do Christmas with the girlfriend's family on Sunday, but they got the flu, so we didn't do it. So instead, I had to sit down and watch the Niners-Dolphins game, which I thought might have been fun, and it was not fun.
No, it was not fun. Not fun at all.
So, yeah.
All right, let's talk a little Theater Thursday before we get out of here and into the rest of this Grizzlies game day. 3 movies dropped on Christmas Day, Roser.
Oh, yeah, the Bob Dylan movie.
Bob Dylan movie, which was over 2 hours, which would not allow me to get home for the Beyonce concert. So that wasn't going to be one.
Gary saw it.
I saw he gave it 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
People who I know who have seen it loved it, really enjoyed it. The other one that came out was Nosferatu, which is a horror movie. It's a Dracula movie.
Not a chance.
And the other one was Babygirl. Odd threefer of a Christmas movie drop. My husband and I chose to go see Babygirl. I love Nicole Kidman.
Oh, okay, it's Nicole Kidman.
I was intrigued by this movie. I knew that it was going to be a lot of sex, but I did not know how much.
Oh.
And I swear to God, if you and your family accidentally went and saw Babygirl this Christmas, you might need to schedule a therapy appointment. Like, you might need to go see your therapist and work through that experience, because I cannot imagine having seen that movie with my parents. I was uncomfortable enough with the 2 families who were in the theater behind us. The movie, it starts straight off the bat. Like, you know what you're getting into the second that movie starts, and it just goes on and on and on from there. It is about Nicole Kidman plays like a high-powered CEO, and she ends up having an affair with an intern, so someone who is significantly younger. And it's like very much it's not like 50 Shades of Grey. It's not BDSM.
Is this Unfaithful, the Diane Lane, Richard Gere thing?
Did you ever see Eyes Wide Shut with Nicole Kidman?
No.
It almost feels like a companion film to Eyes Wide Shut.
I thought Eyes Wide Shut was like a sex party movie.
It is. But the whole point is it's like this movie is done through the protagonist of a female, and oftentimes it is a man who is having this kind of a relationship, and so putting it in a woman who is the CEO of this company, who is having a affair on her
It is an affair. She's married
with 2 children.
Oh.
She's married to Antonio Banderas, who aged
Desperado?
like fine wine.
She's married to Desperado?
I'm like, if Antonio Banderas can't keep you happy, like, what are we doing here? What is the situation?
Desperado, a great movie.
Desperado is a great movie.
Yeah.
Antonio Banderas, still a great actor. The young man is played by Harris Dickinson, who I'm not super familiar with. He was in, did you see Triangle of Sadness?
I don't
about
even
the
know
rich
what that,
people
I
on
don't
the
even know
yacht?
what that is.
You would have actually liked Triangle of Sadness.
Is it an Epstein movie?
No. No, but
Okay.
it was good. He was in The Iron Claw, the movie about the Von Erich family.
Oh, yeah, I did see that movie.
he
I
was
did see that
David.
movie. Okay.
But he's like on the come up.
Yeah.
It's a wild movie. It is like I saw somebody in the chat say that Chris Harrington called it a horny movie, and that just doesn't feel like it's even
a horny movie.
It doesn't even feel like it adequately describes what that movie is.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, that's what we chose to go see on Christmas. I will never forget where I was on Christmas 2024 at Studio on the Square in Memphis, Tennessee. Chris was like, Memphis is not ready for this movie.
Studio on the Square. Was the Powerhouse open?
Don't even get me started.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. I love the Powerhouse. Powerhouse is I'm a downtowner.
Yeah, right.
That's my movie theater. Powerhouse had none of the movies that dropped on Christmas. They did not show them.
None of them?
No. They had the Mufasa movie that came out this week.
Oh,
they had
yes,
Sonic the Hedgehog
Mufasa.
3. I think they still had Wicked and Gladiator. They did not have the 3 new movies. Otherwise, we would have gone to whichever one was there.
Right.
Because we're dog sitting in a building very close to the movie theater. We would
Yeah.
have just walked on down. It would have been perfect. So I was a little mad at the Powerhouse. If
So
we're
you had
being
to go to
honest,
the
I had a
studio.
grievance.
How's
with
Studio on the
Powerhouse.
Square? I haven't been there forever.
I love Studio on the Square. I've seen my last 2 movies there. I saw
Is it
Wicked
still the
there.
same, or have they
It's exactly the
renovated?
same.
Okay.
No, it could use a little renovation.
Could use a little
but It
reno.
has character.
Like
Appreciate-
a little rail garden reno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little temporary.
Well, that's what they say. Closed for
now.
It says reno.
Yeah, I know. Reno
Yeah.
forever? Reno right now?
Oh, is that what we think?
Oh, there's all rumors.
That
Will
they're
it ever
closing for
reopen?
good? Why would they have closed?
I
They
don't
not
know.
in business?
I have no idea.
They
To
could be
fair,
one of
I
those-
haven't been to Rail Garden in forever.
I haven't either. It could be. I could easily see it being one of those places that people just go to but don't buy anything.
Yeah.
You just go and hang out. Vibes.
Just vibes.
That's what happened to. That's what happened to a couple places. Used to be a nightclub on Beale Street called EP's, down where the Hard Rock Cafe used to be.
Okay.
Down there on the corner. It's called EP's. This place was slammed. Weekends. It's like the club to get in. It was the place to get into.
And then it just
And you
stopped.
pay the $10 cover to get in, and then all of a sudden it closed. And one of the guys who worked on Beale Street, I knew him from high school. I would graduate high school with him. I was like, "Yeah, what happened to EP's?" He goes, "Nobody ever bought drinks." He goes, "It was slammed every weekend, but nobody was buying drinks or food. They would just go to
hang out,
see and be seen. So yeah, that happens.
The other movie that we watched over the 2-day break, we watched Juror Number 2, which I've been very excited about watching. A lot of people that I follow in the movie world kept saying, like, this is actually a very underrated movie. Should have come out in theaters, probably could have done well on Christmas, but it's on Max at the moment.
Oh, this has great reviews.
The cast is insane. It's directed by Clint Eastwood. It stars Nicholas Hoult, who's going to play Superman in the new Superman movie. But then it's J.K. Simmons.
I know him.
Kiefer Sutherland, Toni Collette, Zoe, I always forget her last name.
Kravitz?
No, Deutsch. Joey Deutsch. Leslie Bibb pops up in it as well.
You said this cast is crazy. I know like 2 of these people.
It's one of those where people pop up and you're like, I recognize him. Like Cedric Yarborough from Reno 911 pops up in it.
Okay.
It's a good movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's really good. I'm going to tell you the plot.
I do know these people. I recognize their faces.
Exactly.
I never would know their names,
Exactly.
but like,
they
yeah,
pop
I know
up and
them.
you're like, I know that person.
Yeah.
I know that person. But then between...
It's like every Scorsese movie.
Yes. But like J.K. Simmons popping up in this random straight-to-streaming movie felt very bizarre. Toni Collette is one of the lawyers in it. It's about a guy. This is the plot. It's no spoilers. It comes out in the first 5 minutes. Like, if you want to know what the movie is about, this is why you watch this movie. It's about a man who ends up on a jury, and he immediately realizes that he might have been the person who actually committed the crime. It's a great plot.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's good. It's a solid B movie. Like, it's not the best movie that you'll see this year, but it is worth a watch, and I highly recommend it. It's streaming on Max. If you're looking for something to watch with, like, the family, it's a safe movie. It's not Babygirl. No one is feeding someone a dog treat out of their hands on all fours. Like, it's just a good old-fashioned jury movie. A little bit of a mystery.
Yeah, no, I always like to go through. No, the critics, they seem to. Christy Lemire.
Oh, give it to me.
From Film Week in NPR Los Angeles says it's a great example of Eastwood's efficiency as a filmmaker.
Oh.
Lean, taut storytelling that doesn't waste a moment.
Less than 2 hours. Just over an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Babygirl is also less than 2 hours. I'm a big fan. Anything that's under 2 hours is good by me.
Well, Kyle Smith from the Wall Street Journal.
Give it to me.
Oh, does not.
Say?
Not a fan.
Not a fan. Why not?
These elements carry the potential for a smart courtroom thriller with a cynical edge. But Jonathan Abrams' script is so amateurish, it feels like a first draft.
Oh, no. It did feel simple. I'll say that.
That's cool.
But I thought that was good. I don't need every movie to be the most complex thing to ever exist.
Sometimes that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of the writing was like, kind of lame. But I liked it. I enjoyed it.
It's got great reviews.
Yeah.
It does. It has fantastic reviews. It is on the Rotten, on the RT. We're at, we're
it's also just great. Like,
93
it's a
from
great
the audience.
morality test.
91 from critics.
Like, it's a great conversation starter.
Yeah.
Like, what would you do if you realized, like, he did not know that he had committed this crime?
I mean, I feel like I would know if I committed a crime, but so there's that.
Or would you?
I mean,
like, what if you were driving in a rainstorm, you felt like you hit something, you get out of your car, you see a deer crossing sign, you see nothing, and there's like an overpass, and you have no idea. You would assume that you just hit a deer or hit something.
Yeah, but you would see it.
No. Why would you see it?
Because if you hit a deer, you're gonna see the deer.
Not
it's a
necessarily.
deer.
It's a driving rainstorm.
It's a deer. It's not a kitten.
He was distracted. He's looking at his phone.
Well, that right there is illegal. So yeah, you committed a crime.
Yeah, but no one's gonna like prosecute you for killing a deer.
Well, no, I'm saying
But a
looking at your
person.
phone while driving.
I know.
Yeah, you're committing a crime right
That's
there.
true.
Yeah.
Everyone's texting on the roads these days. I have a problem with it. I get really mad when I see people, even on Christmas. I was like, it's Christmas.
Just put the phone down.
And this woman was like, "Rrr."
Yeah.
I was like, come on, don't do that. Anyway, it's a good movie. You watched White Christmas for the first time ever.
I did. I still don't even think if I saw. I still don't know if I saw. I still don't know if I saw the beginning of it. But
okay.
It's something she watches every year, and she had put it on, and then she actually had to. She's like, I got to go start getting ready. You can change it, and I had already sitting there and been watching some of it with her, and I was like, well, I'm just going to keep watching, see what goes on here. I don't really know the point of it. Okay. What was the point of White Christmas? Like, Who wrote that? Like, I don't feel like that script gets greenlit in 2024.
Oh, you think the blackface doesn't get greenlit in 2024? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well,
did your version? Some versions have the blackface scene taken out of it.
No, I can say so. Okay, so I didn't
uncomfortable.
see that. I didn't.
Oh,
I must have
God.
missed that part of the movie. All I see is the general wants to go back to the army, and they write him a letter saying they're not going to let him. But it's like doesn't really even say that. It's like bet you wish, old timer. Bet you really wish.
the quaint country inn.
Bet I really wish you could come back and save the country. But you get to live there in the nice life, and do nothing, man. You know, and.
What was your favorite song?
None of them.
None of them.
And then randomly Bing Crosby just starts singing.
I love Blue Skies. Nothing but blue skies.
Yeah, I don't love musicals. I'm not a musical person.
But it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it's...
If a Christmas movie has music in it, it's not a musical. It's just a Christmas movie with music.
Them's
the rules.
Out of 5 stars. I need to watch the beginning of it again.
I can't believe you hate You
I didn't
hate Jalen
hate it.
Wells for Rookie of the Year.
I don't hate it.
You love the Thunder, hate the Grizzlies,
I don't
and you hate White Christmas.
I don't hate White Christmas. I just didn't really know what the point of it was.
And it came out in 1954.
Yeah, right.
It's an
That's what I'm
old
saying.
movie.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Rosemary Clooney,
and Bing
a
Crosby,
babe.
just randomly starts singing throughout the thing.
Yes.
I'm like, he's like, oh, you don't know what to have for lunch? If you want crackers and if you want cheese, open the fridge up and they have your needs.
Actually, count your blessings instead of sheep. Okay?
Yeah, count your blessings instead of sheep.
Then you'll fall asleep.
Then you'll fall asleep. I know. I saw that.
Blessings. Wow. It is interesting to go back and watch Christmas movies that at one point, like, you might have loved as a child. I think I watched White Christmas during 2020.
Yeah.
Was the last time I watched it. And I was like, I don't love this movie as much as I
No,
did
it's
when I was
not.
a kid.
It's like, what is the point? What is the point of this?
We watched Eloise at Christmas Time.
Okay. I don't know that one.
You do?
I don't.
Oh, you don't? Yeah. Few would. It's based on the book, Eloise at the Plaza, and they had a movie. Julie Andrews was in it.
Okay.
And then she was in Eloise at Christmas Time as well. It also co-stars a wonderful man named Gavin Creel, who passed away this year, and so I wanted to revisit it because it's like one of my favorite roles that he ever did.
Yeah.
But it's also dumb. Like, these movies are stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
the plots don't make sense.
No, there's
But
no.
I'm cool with that. Like, this time of year, I make a pass for all dumb plots.
That's fair.
Because, like,
That's fair
name me an
for Christmas
actual good
movies.
plotted Christmas movie. The Holdovers.
Never saw it.
Came out. You will actually like The Holdovers.
Probably.
Paul Giamatti.
Probably. I like Paul Giamatti.
Mm-hmm.
I think Miracle on 34th Street's great.
It's a Wonderful Life.
The OG Miracle on 34th Street is great.
Yeah.
It's a Wonderful Life is fine.
So depressing.
I know. I'm with you on that.
Every time an angel gets its wings.
Yeah. Robbie tells us easy.
Scrooge. I like the original.
Yeah. Miracle on 34th Street, I think, is great.
Everything else is a little silly.
Yeah.
Christmas is it's a holiday where a lot of stories are like based on lies. Like Santa isn't real.
So crazy.
How old were you when you found out Santa wasn't real?
I figured it out on my own, like kindergarten.
Really?
I figured it out.
How?
Common sense.
Oh. Mine was ruined for me by my neighbor.
By the way, you may have kids listening to this show. So, Santa very much is real. He came and visited me.
Me too. He left me this necklace.
Yeah.
It was so nice.
Santa does wonderful things for people.
He does.
Yeah, he lifts us up.
Where we belong.
Yeah. Count your
you're going to
blessings,
Creed.
not your sheep. Hell yeah, I'm going to Creed.
I want to go to. I'm serious.
I saw somebody tweet. They say, "What gift did you get that made you realize you were washed?"
Creed ticket.
And I think Creed might be just because the tour is called the Summer of '99 tour, that does make me feel washed. That I am jacked up for the Summer of 1999 tour that's taking place in the summer of 2025. That's when you all right. I'm a little washed.
Yeah. I thought I was safe, but you know what? I believe in Santa to this day.
Yeah.
I thought after talking about Babygirl, that the children were not here anymore.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the children are still here.
The children are always
The
here.
children are always here. I got my mom. I'm a family of concerts. I got my mom tickets to see. Now, the only thing it's going to be in the middle of the NBA playoffs, so we'll see if the Grizzlies are. It's a Friday night at the Orpheum. I got my mom tickets to see Bonnie Raitt.
Oh, that's great.
Bonnie Raitt's awesome. She's 75 years old. Bonnie Raitt is. She's performing at the Orpheum. So I got my mom tickets for Christmas. I got my mom some other stuff too, but I got her ticket. That was the big thing I got her, was tickets to see Bonnie Raitt. My mom loves Bonnie Raitt. I love Bonnie Raitt. So yeah.
She was just one of the Kennedy Center honorees.
Oh yeah.
It was a great performance by Brandi Carlile and Sheryl Crow.
What'd they do?
It's excellent. I didn't know the song,
but
it was beautiful. I actually don't know a lot of Bonnie Raitt songs other than Let's Give Him Something to Talk About. I realized.
Really?
I wanted to go back and refamiliarize myself with the Bonnie Raitt catalog after seeing that.
I Can't Make You Love Me.
I think that was it.
It's a great one.
Yeah.
It's a great one. It's a great song.
All right. It's a Grizzlies game day.
It is.
It's the day after Christmas.
It is.
It's our last live show.
Do we have to take a break? Are we taking another break, or are
Do
we
we have
done?
to take another break? I thought we took our breaks.
Are we done with our breaks?
I hope we're done with our breaks. Okay, great. We're done.
We're done.
Everybody have a wonderful day. Hey, truly, thank you everybody for joining us on this day after Christmas, and hope to see you guys out here tonight for Grizzlies Raptors.
Go Grizz.
But we appreciate you joining us all year long. We are going to have best of shows, and CJ and I taped up some special year in review shows that
Watch
will
those.
start tomorrow.
Hey, watch the best of shows, especially Jessica's.
Because we put work into
I
that.
can't tell you. Jessica and CJ put so much effort into these best of shows. So much time and effort into them.
Put some effort.
We put some interviews together for Chris's
But
show.
we put together real new shows.
Yeah, y'all are like coming in and out of clips and highlights and stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yes. So let's start tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then I'll be back on January 3rd, but CJ will be back on January 2nd. It's going to be CJ and Devin on January 2nd. That's when the Grind City Media programming will return to normal coming out of the New Year holiday. But I wish you all a very, very happy New Year's, happy Hanukkah to everybody who celebrates.
Gary's here today. Gary's show's coming up at 10. Chris is going to be here today. Chris's show coming up at noon. Odds Couple at 2. I'm on the warm-up show. I'm on this show. I'm on Chris's show. I'm on Odds Couple, and I'm on Lang's warm-up show tonight at 6 o'clock.
I'm on this. I'm on the warm-up show. I'm on the Grizzlies pregame show.
Let's go.
The halftime show. The postgame show. Hopefully a little walk-off winning interview. Hopefully a little positive winning rewind. Content.
And then you're leaving.
And then I'll be on a jet plane.
And then you're on a jet plane.
Going to see some beautiful Broadway musicals. All right, everybody. We'll see you when we get back. Have a wonderful New Year. Bye.
The 2025 All-Star Game.
Oh! What did we just see, partner? Take three! Take three! Bane for three. Bingo! This man Bane heating it up. Blocked by Jaren!
Most versatile power forward in the game today.
Head to NBA.com/vote, the NBA app, or simply use the QR code on the screen to send your Grizzlies to the All-Star Game today.
Our fans have a huge impact on our ability to play to the level that we're striving for.
Drop off, Durant. Oh! Well, you wanted home crowd involvement.
I love those moments where you see our guys engaging in the fans, and the fans just get pumped up.
They are standing in FedEx Forum.
I would hate to be on the other side with the opposition when FedEx Forum's rolling. That's such an unbelievable relationship that our group has with our fans.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Southland Casino Hotel is helping you navigate to Santa. Win your share of up to $340,000 in free play or a 2024 Lincoln Navigator. Here Comes Santa kicks off November 24th. Get one free entry and earn additional entries for weekly Saturday drawings. Don't forget the grand finale drawing on Saturday, December 21st to win up to $5,000 in free play or a 2024 Lincoln Navigator. Win big during Here Comes Santa, only at Southland Casino Hotel.
Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quoting, call 800-522-4700. Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live.
How about them Tigers?
How about
Go
the
Tigers. Go.
Beat Tulane in a game that nobody called. Nobody thought was going to happen. They were a 2-touchdown underdog, and they got the win.
Number 25 in the AP right now, number 24 in the coaches poll right now. So this is a Tigers football team that's going to end the regular season ranked in both major polls, possibly ranked in the CFP as well, with 10 wins. That's a damn good season.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.